Good morning. This is my first video here to upload, and what I want to talk about is two things. One of them that I want to go over is why. I was asked, what do you want to do? What is your goals? In life, what are you trying to accomplish? What would make you happy? And I would love to be in a position to be a public speaker, whether it be motivational speaking, sales, just being in a position to help empower other people and really inspire other people to do what they've been called to do, or whatever they feel that they've been called to do. So we're going to talk a little bit about that. The other thing I want to talk about is scripting, and just kind of get into some details about scripts, whether it's sales, but more so just life in general. How that everything that we're living is a script. So now, being that we're going to talk about some scripts, this video here is totally unscripted outside of having those 2 points. So I'm just going to kind of roll into it. So why do I want to be a public speaker? Why would I like to help motivate and empower people? And the reason is one, there's just so much negativity out there in the world, and I believe that we need more positivity. So there's both out there. There's negative and positive, and everything that's there has a negative and positive. And I really feel that we need to push more positive into the minds of other people, and eliminate limiting beliefs. So it seems that currently the dominant thing out there, whether you listen to the radio, news, or anything mainstream media, is a negative message, and it's disempowering to the audience and the people that are out there, and it's not really helping anybody increase their mindset or achieve anything significant other than keeping them in that conformed space that they're already in, with those set limitations, and you got a bunch of people that agree with them. And that's just no good. So that's why I want to do it. It gives me a sense of fulfillment to help people. I've been in management and running, whether it's small teams or big teams in the automotive industry for the past 20 years, whether sales or management, building teams. And I have to say, the thing that I liked the most was the ability to build and develop other people to be able to manage a shop, or run the floor, or become a technician. So I've had a lot of experience doing that. I've groomed people into salespeople that were uncomfortable talking to customers, and I believe that a lot of it is just mindset and a matter of belief, and we truly can do just about anything. If we want to do it bad enough, we can learn and acquire a skill to succeed. So that's why I want to do what I want to do. I want to help people, and I want to make an impact to move on from generation to generation. Now, as far as scripting, I know that I touched on that, so we'll go ahead, and this is a big thing that I just kind of got exposed to very recently here, and what I was listening to is actually Jordan Belfort. So he's got a phenomenal sales program, and I'm taking advantage of it because I always like to learn and excel. And he did a training course, and he was talking about scripts and about writing scripts for sales. And when I really thought about it, because he got into, when you're watching actors on TV and they're going through that emotional state, that's scripted. So when you're vibing with that TV show, or you're watching that movie and you're just into the movie, sometimes it even taps into your emotions. I mean, you feel it like you're there. All that is acted. So they're running a script. They didn't just magically jump in there and say, "Hey, do this way," and then it came out perfectly like that. So they're actually running a script, and if they didn't, it would be a disaster. So our life is scripted. So the script that you're living for your life is limited by the beliefs that you have, that were instilled within you, most likely sometime in your childhood or teenage years, but you're wired with that script. So when your script is creating your audience, you're playing a role in the movie called you. You are playing the role, and that is a scripted thing. Now, you know the script so well that you just live the script. So it's your routine, it's your daily actions, it's everything you do. You're living that script. So the cool thing that I saw is that if you want to change the way you live, you want to change where you're going, you want to change your role in the movie called You, you need to look at that role of what the movie called You, of what the person is doing that you want to do, and then you need to write the script for that. So what does this person do? So, an example, I was doing that myself, and I started writing this script down for myself. Like, man, this guy, I'm going to be, I want to be a world-renowned speaker. I want to help people all over the country. I want to work with Tony Robbins, John Maxwell, some of the greats that are out there, and Gary Vee. I want to have the opportunity to work with these people. E.T., the hip hop motivator. So what does this guy do that's going to be playing with those guys? What are some of the daily things? Well, first, I want to be extremely healthy. I want to be in the best shape of my life. So I wrote down that I want to get up and run every morning with take my dog on a run. So my dog needs the exercise too. She doesn't get out a lot, let her in the yard, so it'd be good for me, and it would be good for the dog. That's a win-win situation, so I'll set that up. So the other thing is shooting these videos and giving a message and getting that out, because the guy that does this is putting out content on a regular basis. So that's part of the script of the things that I need to do. Now, I've been going, it can be as easy as a light switch, but when you go to do something outside of the regular script that you're used to living, there's going to be challenges. It's not going to be easy because it's different and it's not something that you're used to. So a good example here, I set my alarm for 4:30 in the morning to go ahead, get up, run, and then come down, record a video. And I'm also working on a book and write some stuff in my book. So the other day, and I've been fighting on getting up for a while. It's been a challenge. And when I'm there, I'll wake up in the morning like, all right, cool, I got up. I want to go, get this run done and let's kick off the day. And then the other part of me is like, screw that, I'm going back to sleep. We don't have to get up, let's do it tomorrow. So that's been a battle. So just the other day, yesterday morning, I got up at 4:30 and I was like, screw that. I'm not getting out of bed. And just the two voices in my head, and everybody's got them. I don't care who you are, or just call me crazy and don't admit that you got this going on as well. I call it the war against the flesh, right? Your flesh is the one that wants to sit there, eat potato chips and watch TV all day and live in the comfort zone. Or you can call it your current comfort zone voice, whatever you want to call it. Anyhow, so I get up. All right, cool. This is what I want to, this is what I want to do. And the other part of me is like, hey man, screw that. Let's go back to sleep. Let's snooze. We'll take another 10 minutes. The other part of me is like, hey man, we wrote it down. This is where we're going. And you want to be this guy. You need to get up. Let's get up. Your shoes are right there. Let's get up and let's go run. And the other part of me is, no, forget that, man. We could do it tomorrow. It's super dark outside. Instead of going running, let's go work on the book instead, right? So, and I'm just kind of playing this mental ping pong, this tug of war of me against me, of who I am and who I want to be, just going back and forth. And it was the craziest thing, because then the TV came on in my bedroom and it lit up big time. And generally I have a remote to be able to turn that thing off, and I couldn't find a remote. So, I'm looking around, so I have to get up to turn the TV off. So I get up, I'm looking for the power button, and I got this weird, Amazon TV. I never use the power button, I always use a remote, and I can't find the freaking power button on the TV, so I can't turn it off. So I'm looking, man, I'm going all around this thing, and I don't have the light on in my bedroom, so, I'm scrolling around this TV trying to find a power button. I cannot find the power button. So my wife wakes up like, hey, what are you doing? And as I'm looking for the remote to TV, it turned on. I can't. So I ruffled the blanket. I can't find the thing. So she had it on her side. So she gave it to me. I turned it off. So cool. Now the other voice is like, all right, let's sit back and relax. Let's gather our thoughts and then plan out what I'm going to do here, right? So the other side of me is, hey, we're going to run. All right, let's go. Let's get up and run. Boom! Clap of thunder, pouring rain outside. unbelievable. So I went back to sleep. Epic fail on my part. I lost. I'm happy to say today that I got up, I ran, and here I am doing the first video and taking the first step. So I'm excited to share, and I'm excited about you know, the personal growth and making an impact. So whatever it is that you want to do, it is all about taking the first step, learning and growing from where we're at. And we're going to we're going to make mistakes. We're going to have opportunities, and everybody is, and that is how we learn. And if we don't take the step, then we'll never get there. So I had spent a lot of time staring at the top of the mountain instead of looking down and taking the first step. So if I can, you know, get across one thing, is just take the first step, and take the second step, and the second step, and before you know it, you can look and see that you've taken many steps. And the one thing that'll keep us motivated is when we're moving closer to our goals. And the closer that we move towards our goals, the closer our goals are moving towards us. And that is what creates the trigger of motivation to keep on moving forward. There's going to be bumps in the road. There's going to be opportunities. There's going to be haters in whatever you do. So hate on haters, and it is what it is. So don't let somebody else deter you or keep you in a pigeonhole from doing what you've been called to do.